Hi team, welcome to today's workout. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before we get started, I will remind you, please make sure to check in once we are finished today. You can do that just below the video player here. As well, please make use of the stretching video that is also available to you to leave your body feeling nice and healthy and happy. All right, so today's workout, we're going to do 30-second circuits with a core focus. So how this is going to work is we're going to have 4 different exercises. We're going to do each exercise for 30 seconds each for a total of 2 minutes. After each 2-minute circuit, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to go through each circuit 3 times before moving on to a new set of exercises. I'll show you how to do everything before we even do it. So let's get started. Number 1, the order we're going to do is regular crunches, hip lifts, 90-degree crunch, and bent over rows. I'll show you these things and then we will get started. So, a regular crunch, you're going to lay down on your back, knees bent up towards the ceiling for comfort, just like this. From here, fingers behind your ears with your elbows nice and wide. You're gonna lift your shoulders off the floor, squeezing your core at the top, all right? Make sure you're keeping those elbows nice and wide. You don't want to collapse forward. That can put some strain on your neck, all right? 30 seconds of that. After that, we are switching to hip lifts. So we're going to be in the exact same position. What we're going to do from here is we're just going to lift our hips up to the ceiling, squeezing our bum at the top. Now, because everything is timed today, you have freedom of weight and reps. If you want to add some weight to anything and take it a little slower, that's completely up to you. Or you can stick with body weight and take things a little faster. All right, so hip lifts is number 2. After that, we have 90-degree crunch. So a 90-degree crunch, what you're going to do is you're going to put your feet straight up in the air like this. From there, it's a regular crunch. Again, you're just lifting those shoulders up off the ground, squeezing that core at the top. Then we have bent over row for our upper bodies last. You're going to need some sort of weights for this, all right? Whether it's soup cans, water bottles, dumbbells, whatever you have will work just great. This is also a position I will show you that you can sit if this is bothering your lower back. So we're going to start feet shoulder width apart with a slight bend in our knees just like this. From here, we're going to hinge forward at our waist to about a 45-degree angle. If you find this is putting a lot of pressure on your lower back, feel free to sit on something, all right? Just kind of like the edge of your bum, sitting on a chair or a step or whatever you have available, all right? So in this position here, palms facing, we're going to drive our elbows back behind us, squeezing our shoulder blades together in the back, just like so. All right? One thing to think about with your bent over rows as well, keep your shoulder blades down nice and low on your back. A couple ways you can do that. You can pull them back, push them down, or you can round them down and just hold them there. All right? That's important so we're not shrugging up into our necks while we lift. So 10 seconds here, team. We'll get started with our regular crunches. First round. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. And we're just filling these 30 seconds as best we can. Remember, you have that freedom today. You get to choose your weight and reps. Good. We've got 10 seconds left. We're going to switch to hip lifts. Keep those elbows nice and wide on your crunches. And 3, 2, 1. All right, hip lifts. Switching into those. Lifting your bum, squeezing your bum at the top. And if you want to add weights to these to make it a little bit more difficult, you can do that as well. Awesome job, team. All right, 10 seconds. We're going to switch to our 90-degree crunch. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, switching right into that 90-degree crunch. Feet in the air. If you do find this is bothering your lower back a bit, feel free to bring your feet down, almost kind of turning it into a 45-degree crunch, all right? All right, stay with me here, team. 10 seconds. We're going to switch to our bent over rows. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, switching. and starting as soon as you're able to. Don't feel like you need to be in a huge rush to switch to the next one, all right? If it does take you a few seconds, that's completely fine. So driving those elbows back, squeezing your shoulder blades together behind you. 10 seconds. All right, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, awesome job, team. We're gonna take a quick break, grab some water, and then we'll do this one for a second time, all right? Whew. All right, take a deep breath with me here, team, and in, and out. All right, that order again there, team, is crunches, hip lifts, 90-degree crunch, and bent over row. Less than 10 seconds here. We will get started with our crunches. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Excellent job, team. Just lifting those shoulders off the ground, squeezing that core at the top. Take things as fast or as slow as you'd like today. All right, 10 seconds here. We're going to switch to our hip lifts. And 3, 2, 1. All right, hip lifts, switching into that. 30 seconds worth. Lifting your bum, squeezing that bum at the top. Excellent work, team. Keep going, keep pushing. All right, 10 seconds, switching to our 90-degree crunch. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, into that 90-degree crunch. Excellent work. Keep those elbows nice and wide on your lift for your crunches. All right, 10 seconds. Switching to our bent over rows. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Ooh, definitely starting to feel the burn in my abs now. Switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Remember to keep those shoulder blades down nice and low on your back while you basically squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Elbows nice and close to your body, all right? Almost done. And here we go in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, excellent work, team. We'll take this quick break, grab some water, and then we'll move on to then we'll do this one for the last time. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in, and out. All right, moving on here, team. Again, that order is crunches, hip lifts, 90-degree crunch, and bent over rows. All right, a little over 10 seconds here, and we will get started with our last round with our crunches. All right, getting into position. Here we go, team. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Excellent job, team. Keep going, keep pushing. This is our final round of this set of exercises, then we're going to move on. All right, 10 seconds, switching to hip lifts. And 3, 2, 1, and switch into your hip lifts. Lifting, squeezing that bum at the top. Excellent work. Keep going, keep squeezing. Switching to our final 90-degree crunch in about 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, 90-degree crunch. Awesome work, team. Again, just filling these 30 seconds however you want. You want to take things a little faster, it's completely up to you. All right, 10 seconds, team. Switching to our bent over row. And 3, 2, 1. All right, final bent over row of the day. Switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Awesome work, team. Stay with me now. Elbows nice and close to your body. Shoulder blades down nice and low on your back. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break, grab some water, then I'll show you what we're going to do next. All right, team, take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in, and out. All right, moving on here, team. We are going to do frog crunches, crab steps, dead bugs, and overhead press. All right, I'll show you how to do these things, and then we will get started. So, frog crunches. What we're gonna do with these, we're gonna lay down on our backs, knees bent up towards the ceiling to start, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to drop our knees to either side, putting our feet together down the center line of our bodies. From there, it's a regular crunch. So shoulders, or rather fingers behind your ears, elbows nice and wide, and then you're just lifting again into that crunch, squeezing those abs at the top. After that, we are switching to crab steps. So a leg exercise. Crab steps, what we're gonna do, give yourself a little bit of room, maybe 4 to 5 feet off to the side. But what we're going to do is we're going to start in a bit of a lowered squat position. And the lower you are into this squat, the tougher these are going to be, okay? From there, in that lowered squat position, you're just going to step side to side just like this, all right? Keeping nice and low the whole time. After that, we are switching to dead bugs. I'll show you a modification for these as well. But what we're going to do, we're going to lay down on our backs, all of our appendages up in the air like this. The modification for this, you'd actually start with your feet up nice and tall, but if that's too intense for you, bring your knees down, bend your knees just like this, all right? Regardless of which form you pick, you're gonna squeeze your core nice and tight, and you're gonna lower your opposites down towards the floor and bring them back up, all right? That modified version looks a little something like this. You're just kind of tapping your toe if you have your knees bent, all right? After that, excuse me, we are switching to overhead press or shoulder press. So you're going to need some weights for these as well, standing feet shoulder width apart with a slight bend in our knees. We're gonna start with our weights up by our ears, elbows bent at a 90-degree angle. From there, shoulder blades down, nice and low on your back again. We're just gonna push those weights straight up over our heads, bringing your elbows back to in line with your shoulders, not dropping them too far down past that shoulder line. All right, so 10 seconds here, team. We will get started with our frog crunches. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and go. One. Oh, I guess I don't have to count, do I? Because everything is timed. Force of habit. Excellent job, team. Keep going, keep pushing. All right, 10 seconds. We're gonna get up and switch to our crab steps. Again, just switching and starting as soon as you're able to. All right, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Switch and start when you can. Just getting into that lower squat position, stepping side to side, just like this. And again, if you want to add weight to any of these things, feel free. Adding weight, taking things a little slower, completely up to you today. All right, 10 seconds. We're going to switch to our dead bugs. And remember to modify your dead bugs however you need to, all right? 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to our dead bugs, switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Squeeze that core nice and tight. Excellent work, team. Stay with me now. 10 seconds. We're going to switch to our overhead press or our shoulder press, if that's how you know it. And 3, 2, 1. All right, switching and starting when you are able to. Remember to keep those shoulder blades down nice and low on your back the whole time. Excellent job, team. Bringing those elbows back to just in line with your shoulders, if possible. 10 seconds. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break, grab some water, then we'll do round 2 of this one, all right? Whew. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in, and out. All right, again, that order here, team, we are doing frog crunches, crab steps, dead bugs, and overhead press. A little over 10 seconds here, and we will get started with our frog crunches again for round 2. Whew. All right, here we go, team, in 3, 2, 1, and go. Excellent job, team. Remember lifting those shoulders off the ground, squeezing that core at the top. And 10 seconds here, team. We're going to switch to our crab steps. And 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to those crab steps, switching and starting when you can. And just staying in that nice low squat position, going side to side. Excellent work. 10 seconds here, team. Switching to our dead bugs. And 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to those dead bugs. And again, modify them if you need to. Keep going, team. Keep pushing. Squeeze that core nice and tight while lowering those opposites down. Your legs do not have to be straight. That's a question I get from time to time. All right, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, shoulder press, switching into that one. And again, just switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Shoulder blades down nice and low on your back. Feet shoulder width apart with a slight bend in your knees. 10 seconds here, team. Awesome job. Stay with me now. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome work, team. Let's take this quick break, grab some water, and then we'll do this one for the last time, okay? All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go. And in. And out. All right. Again, final round of this one, team. That order is frog crunches, crab steps, dead bugs, and overhead press. All right. 10 seconds here, and we will get started with those frog crunches. Final round of circuit 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, keeping those elbows nice and wide on your crunch. Awesome job, team. 10 seconds left. We're going to switch to our crab steps. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, switching to those crab steps, switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Awesome job, team. Stay with me, 10 more seconds. Switching to our dead bugs. Staying down nice and low in that crab step. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. All right, dead bugs, switching into those. Keep your core nice and tight. Excellent job. Whew. All right, 10 seconds here, team. Switching to our final shoulder press. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, final shoulder press. Switching and starting as soon as you're able to. All right, team, 10 seconds. Almost done. Stay with me now. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, excellent job, team. Let's take this quick break, grab some water, and then we'll move on to the next circuit, all right? Whew. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in and out. All right, last circuit here, team. We are going to do leg raises, bear kicks, hip rotations, and chest fly. I will show you how to do these things, and then we will get started. All right, so leg raises. What we're going to do with this is we're going to lay down on our backs. We're going to put our hands under our bums for support. From here, we're going to keep our legs straight, feet together. We're just going to lift our legs up and down just like so. All right, with these, if you do find it's bothering your lower back, what you can do instead is start your knees up by your chest and then kick straight out into the sky, keeping in mind that the closer you are to the floor, the tougher these are going to be. All right, after that, we are switching to bear kicks. So bear kicks, we're actually going to start in table position on our hands and knees, just like this. From here, we're going to tuck our toes up underneath our calves. If you find that being off your knees is a bit too intense, just leave your knees on the floor. Otherwise, just hover those knees above the mat by a couple inches. Then you're just going to kick straight back with each of your heels as if you're trying to touch the back wall. All right, kick back with your heel, squeeze your glute at the top on that side, alternating legs each time. After that, we are switching to hip rotations. So hip rotations, we're going to lay down on our backs. I like putting my arms out in a T shape for balance. From here, what we're going to do is we're just going to drop our knees from side to side, just like this, keeping in mind that the higher up our feet are from the floor, the tougher these are going to be. All right, so you can keep your heels on the floor if you'd like, or you can kind of move them up depending on the difficulty level you want for those. And then finally, we have chest fly. So chest fly, we're going to lay down on our backs, arms out in a T shape, one weight in either hand, just like this. Then keeping our arms straight, we're just going to lift those weights straight up over our bodies, just like so. All right? All right, team, let's get started. Less than 10 seconds here with our leg raises. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember to modify whatever you need to modify today. And you're filling these 30 seconds as fast or as slow as you'd like. All right, 10 seconds. We're going to switch to our bear kicks. Keep your core nice and tight. In 3, 2, 1. All right, switching into our bear kicks, switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Remember, if you do find it's just a bit intense to hover your knees up over the floor, feel free to leave your knees on the floor and do the same action. 10 seconds here, team. We're going to switch to our hip rotations. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. Whew. All right, hip rotations. Again, just switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Excellent job, team. Stay with me now. 10 seconds. We're going to switch to our chest fly. And 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to our chest fly. Awesome job, team. Keep those arms nice and straight, bringing your weights back to the floor as close as you can get them, all right? And 10 seconds. All right, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break. We'll grab some water, and then we'll do this one for a second time, okay? Whew. All right, here we go, team. And take a deep breath with me, and in and out. All right, that order again here, team. It's leg raises, bear kicks, hip rotations, and chest fly. All right, a little over 10 seconds here, and we will get started with our round 2 with those leg raises. Remember, hands under our bums for support, kind of around your tailbone area. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. I also recommend you keep your head back on the floor while doing these. That's going to stop a lot of neck strain from you holding your head up, all right? Awesome job, team. 10 seconds. We're going to switch into our bear kicks. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, straight into those bear kicks, switching and starting as soon as you can. All right, kicking that foot straight back towards the wall, squeezing that bum at the top. 10 seconds here, team. Switching to our hip rotations. And 3, 2, 1. All right, hip rotations. Switching into those, starting when you have the chance. Excellent work. Keep going. 10 seconds left. Switching to our chest fly. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, into our chest fly. Switching and starting when you can. Whew. Arms nice and straight. Bringing those weights down as close to the floor as you can get them. All right, 10 seconds here, team. And here we go in 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, excellent job, team. Let's take this final break, grab some water, and then we'll do this one last time, all right? Whew. All right, take a deep breath with me here, team. And in and out. All right, again, that order, team. Leg raises, bear kicks, hip rotations, and chest fly, all right? a little under 10 seconds here. We're gonna get started with our leg raises. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Keeping your head back on the floor, squeezing that core nice and tight, hands under your bum for support. Excellent job, team. Stay with me, 10 seconds. We're gonna switch to our bear kicks. And here we go, 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, switching and starting into our bear kicks as soon as we can. Excellent job, team. Stay with me now, kicking that heel straight back, squeezing that glute at the top. Awesome job. 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, hip rotations, switching into those, starting as soon as you can. And remember, the higher up your feet are, the tougher these are going to be. Swinging them side to side, getting a nice big range of motion. 10 seconds here, team. Switching to our chest fly. Final 30 seconds of the day. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Excellent job, team. Keep going. Keep pushing. Arms nice and straight. Bringing those weights down as close to the floor as you can get while still being able to lift them back up. All right, 5 seconds here, team. In 3, 2, 1, and that is it. We are done for the day. Awesome work today, team. Thank you so much for joining me. I always appreciate you being here. Now that we are finished, please remember to check in. You can do that just below the video player here. As well, if you feel comfortable with it, I would love to see your sweaty selfie on social media. You can tag me on both Facebook and Instagram at M12 Fitness Liz. All right? Thanks again so much, team, and I will see you for our next workout.